The Galaxy S26 Ultra hasn't even officially launched yet, and it's already dividing people right down the middle. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. Some are calling it Samsung's most exciting Ultra in years. Others are saying it's bland, underwhelming, and not nearly enough of an upgrade over the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And when you look at the numbers, the split is almost perfectly even. So what's going on here? An early unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra gave us a much clearer look at Samsung's next flagship before its official release next month. And when people were asked what they thought, just over 50% said it looks great. Around 31% said it looks bland. The remaining 19%? Still undecided, waiting for full reviews before picking a side. That's not a mild reaction. That's a genuine split. And honestly, it makes sense. Because the S26 Ultra is one of those phones that feels like a mix of bold ideas and frustrating compromises. Let's start with what's new. The biggest headline feature is something we've never seen before on any smartphone, a new privacy display technology. On paper, it's a really interesting move. In a world where privacy is becoming more important, this could be a genuinely meaningful innovation. It's not just another camera tweak or AI gimmick, it's a functional shift in how you use your phone in public. That's the kind of risk we don't often see in mainstream flagships anymore. But here's where things get complicated. To support that new display tech while still sticking with the same 5,000 milliamp hour battery size, Samsung has reportedly limited the brightness. That means you're not getting a full leap forward in screen performance. It's an upgrade, but it comes with a trade-off. And that trade-off bothers some people. Then there's charging. The S26 Ultra bumps wired charging up to 60W, which sounds great. Faster top-ups are always welcome. But here's the catch. Reports suggest the battery longevity might actually be worse than the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So while you charge faster, the battery may degrade quicker over time. That's not exactly the kind of progress people want to hear about in a premium device. And of course, we can't ignore the Snapdragon versus Exynos debate. Once again, that conversation is back. Depending on your region, performance and efficiency could vary, and that uncertainty alone is enough to make some buyers hesitant. So when you step back and look at it, the divided reaction starts to make a lot of sense. On one hand, the S26 Ultra tries something different. It introduces new tech. It pushes beyond the typical slightly better camera, slightly faster chip formula. On the other hand, it doesn't fully solve the core issues people care about most: battery life consistency, long-term durability, and absolute performance clarity. It's a phone of ups and downs. But here's where my perspective shifts a bit. For the longest time, I thought the S26 Ultra looked outdated based on early leaks, but after seeing detailed early reviews and real-world images, the design has grown on me in person. It feels more refined in person than in renders. Sometimes hardware just needs to be seen properly before it clicks. And beyond the specs, there's something else that matters. The smartphone industry right now feels safe, predictable. Annual upgrades have become marginal. A slightly brighter screen here, a slightly better camera sensor there, incremental changes wrapped in big marketing. The S26 Ultra, even with its flaws, doesn't feel completely safe. It feels like Samsung is experimenting again. And that alone makes it more interesting than most mainstream flagships we've seen recently. Is it perfect? No. Will the brightness limitation and battery longevity concerns turn some people away? Definitely. But does it make the Ultra lineup feel a little more exciting again? I'd argue yes. And maybe that's why the reaction is split so cleanly. If you value stability and refinement above all else, the S26 Ultra might feel like an uneven step. But if you're tired of boring upgrades and want something that at least tries to move the needle, this might be one of the more interesting Ultras in years. The real verdict will come once full reviews and long-term tests are out. That 19% who are undecided might end up tipping the scale one way or the other. For now, though, the Galaxy S26 Ultra has achieved something rare before launch. It made people argue again. And in today's smartphone market, that might actually be a win. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.